Hey, this is BRAINWAVEZ and I'm gonna show you how to create bass music like Mfinity. This whole project file, as usual, is available on my Patreon along with many others, so feel free to check the link in the description if you want to get it, and let's get started. So this project file is at 140 BPM. The key that I'm using is E, and we have the drums that sounds like this by themselves. Then on the second part of the drop, I introduce like a second loop. So the drums consist of a kick, pretty standard pattern, then a couple of snares. So that one and then this one. This one I'm boosting the top end. Then all the top drums, which are like a hi-hat, this ride, this like little like percussion-y thing, and then like a couple hi-hat loops like this one, and then like this other one. Notice that also I'm panning some of them to the left a little and some of them to the right, just to open up the stereo image a little bit more. So that's for the drums. Then going into the synths, we have about 4 different basses and 1 pluck. And basses 1, 2, 3, they're like a variation of the first bass. So you're gonna notice a lot of similarities in there. Before I jump into that, I just want to show you that on my synths, I have sidechain compression applied. Not compression, like just doing the sidechain manually with this volume automation. And then I have some reverb throw automations as well. So just giving the sound at the end like a little bit of a tail with reverb. Let me just make that more aggressive. So just doing that throughout the drop, as you can see, to kind of glue sections together. And yeah, now let's jump into the first bass. That sounds like that, and I'm just gonna mute everything to show you how I did that sound. So bass 1, it starts with basic MCB wavetable in the first oscillator, and then on the second oscillator there's a sine wave. Well, in this case in Serum 2 now it's called phase distortion, but it's what FM was in Serum 1 basically, so that's why I keep using that, because I know how it sounds. But now we have like, let's say, proper FM, and then the phase distortion, which is what FM was called in Serum 1. As far as I know, don't quote me on that directly, but I think that's how it is. So I'm doing phase distortion from B, and you can see that oscillator B, the level is at around 52%, and the FM amount is 23. Then the wavetable position here is 81. Sounds like that so far, not too interesting. I'm gonna also mute the saturator for the moment, and this EQ as well, just to give you like cleanest representation of what's going on. So that's it so far. Then we jump into the oscillator C, which is a sine wave with a little bit of harmonics. Well, just one harmonic in here. So this is acting like my sub bass. You can see that this goes directly out into the first bus, and then if I jump to the mix, you will see that the first bus go directly out, so it doesn't go through the main effects. And that's because I don't want the sub bass to be going through all of this. I just want the sub bass to go through the effects of bus 1, which is just a little bit of soft clipping distortion and this EQ cutting everything in the top end, or everything above 210 basically. So that's what we get. Still nothing too interesting. Let's put now this filter 1, which has a cutoff modulation in here. Those are the values. Now, also something before I jump into the effects, there is like a main tuning modulation in here with these parameters. And then if I go to the matrix, you'll notice that I have it set to unipolar mode and it's on -10%. All right, now let's move to the effects. First, I have a multiband compression with these values over here and mix around 71. So that is when the sound starts to really get its shape and timbre. Then filter. And I'm using two filters to emphasize the movement of the cutoff, basically. This one has a little bit of resonance. Then some reverb. 13% of dry, wet, and these parameters. And lastly, an EQ cutting everything below 140. So that's for the patch itself. And then outside I have this saturator with these settings in here. And an EQ, just boosting a little bit around the 3K area. So that's the first sound. Then the second bass. The only difference that this one has compared to bass 1 is that I'm not modulating the cutoff in the first filter. As you can see, is now static in here. And I'm modulating this filter with an automation that is going outside of Serum. So this one, I'm doing that for the second time around actually. The first one, I'm not doing any movement of the cutoff. Something else that I'm doing differently as well is that besides having the main tuning modulation that we saw on the first bass, I also set the values of the pitch bend to be 5 semitones up and -3 semitones down. And then I routed that outside of Serum and created a little automation like this. And then like this. Then like this in the second part. And like that. So playing a lot with pitch bending basically, and also sometimes with the cutoff of the second filter. You can see real time what this is doing to the sound. And also you can see in here how I'm moving the pitch bend knob with the automation. Besides that, the sound is pretty much the same in terms of the wavetables. As you can see, all looks pretty similar. Same with the effects, same with having the C wavetable or C oscillator as the sub bass. So yeah, it's just mainly playing with those aspects that I showed you. And then I have the same saturator and same EQ, just in this time I'm cutting a little bit around this area, which is around 53 Hertz. And that's pretty much it. Now let's move on to bass number 3. And in here, I just changed the shape of the first LFO, as you can see, and I added some soft clipping distortion and changed some of the portamento amount. Once again, pretty similar. Same main tuning. This LFO is still going to the same destination, so this cutoff and this cutoff. But yeah, I just changed the shape and the rate. And a pretty similar saturator and EQ settings. So bass 3 also has a layer, which sounds sometimes like in here. It's a pretty quiet one, as you can see, but it adds like a lot of dimension to the sound. Without it. So yeah, just to show you how that was done, you can see that I deleted the sub first of all, because I didn't need that anymore, and also replace the second oscillator with a saw wave, and this one is 1 octave up and has 7 voices of unison. Besides that, it's pretty much the same patch, same LFOs, envelope, same destination of the LFO. Bass distortion still happening. Yeah, I just literally just did those changes and that created a nice layer for this one. Now let's check the last bass, which is that one, and that one it's a sine wave with a harmonic series. So let me just mute everything and show you what's happening. So the sound without any effects, just the two wavetable sound like this. There is this LFO, which is going to the level for the moment. There is some phase distortion from B. And the wavetable position, you can see, is 8 in here, and the level is all the way down. We enable this filter, which has this settings in here. And that's going to the oscillator A. Pretty important that you turn off the random phase all the way down to 0, because if not, the sounds might start from a different part of the wavetable every time, and that can give you different sounds. So most of the time you don't want that. Now let's move on to the effects. So first we have equalizer, just cutting a lot of the low end, and you can see that I have a modulation with this LFO. Then some hyperdimension, adding some width, some soft clipping, and you can see that I'm using the pre-filter with these values, and a compressor in single band mode. So that's it for the sound. Then outside of Serum, I have an erosion with these values, and an EQ just cutting everything below 150. And that's like a layer actually for this bass, or just like a companion layer, if you will. Yeah, then finally we have this pluck. And that pluck is pretty simple. The first wavetable is a sine wave. It has 3 voices of unison. And some FM from B, or phase distortion from B. Then the second wavetable is also a sine wave, and it's 2 octaves up. Then if we go to the effects, we have some compression, single band mode, some delay with these values, and some reverb. Then you can see that the envelope for the patch itself is this one, so just creating like a plucky sound movement. For the plug also, there is like a main tuning modulation with this shape and this rate, 1/16. If I go to the matrix, you can see that it's in unipolar mode, and the amount is 3%. So that's given like a tiny bit of a pitch modulation to the sound. And yeah, that's it for the plug. As I mentioned in the beginning, this whole project file is available on my Patreon along with many others. Also, I'm doing one-on-one lessons and mixing mastering gigs, so check the link in the description or reach out to me if you're interested. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you around.